Hey everyone, sorry it took me so long to go live tonight. I feel like I'm going to start being a live pro when it comes to being on Facebook, and I just want to say that I really appreciate all of you guys with your comments, with your emails, with your text messages. I've gotten a ton of feedback from my Facebook Live, so I really appreciate that you guys have enjoyed these. And all right, let's get started. So if there is any issues with, hey Dale, if there's any issues with how I sound or look or anything like that, just let me know and let's get started. So today I am going to talk about how to get your motivation back. But before we get started, and this is going to be in regards to everything because we all lack motivation from time to time. Hi Zuri, excuse me, I'm still recovering from a cold. So anyways, but before we get started on how to get your motivation back, I want to tell you just a few little quick details about the challenge. So I encourage you to interact because I love hearing from you guys, like where you guys are from, maybe a little bit about yourself, if you have any questions. But after the video is done, or any of the videos that I do this week, I'm going to do 5 videos Monday through Friday around 6 p.m. Tag 2 of your friends and you have the opportunity to win Optimum Nutrition Shaker Bottle, one of the new flavors of Cake Bites, Amino Energy, whey protein, and the opportunity to get a scholarship into my Little Black Dress program. If you're a guy, you can give it away to a female. So a lot of goodies, you have the opportunity for that. So let's get started. How to get your motivation back. So I want to get started in the fact that we all struggle with motivation. Watching from Texas, yay! Yep, I'm at the gym. I'm at Lifetime Fitness in Indianapolis at the Castle Creek location. Probably shouldn't be that detailed, but all right. So we all lack motivation sometimes, whether it's with our business, whether it's with our health, whether it's with how we interact with our spouse or our kids or our friendships. And I want to talk with you guys about how do we regain our motivation, okay? And I did write down some notes and I'm going to show you how jotty these notes are, but I didn't want to miss anything. Yeah, those are pretty crazy, but I only reviewed it once, so bear with me. But I wanted to go over my top tips when it comes to motivation. Okay, well, Robin, make sure you listen to this from the beginning to the end because I will tell you my 5th tip is probably the most powerful tip. So my first tip might be the most important tip, and the rest of the tips from the first one kind of trickle. So it's the power of choice. And so I talk about this in my free course, Beat the Bulge this holiday season, where I don't think we realize that we don't make choices for ourselves. Our husband might want us to lose weight. Society might want us to lose weight. Our clothes might tell us to lose weight. Somebody might tell us or encourage us to work at certain jobs, or our family needs money. What do you want to do? What lights you on fire? What excites you? What makes you feel good? What gets you up in the morning? Regardless, if you had nobody around you, what choice would you make for yourself? Truly, that's where I want you to start. And so answer that question first, because I'm going to have you guys do some stuff. And this can be with business, this can be with fitness, this can be with nutrition, this can be with sleep, this could be with romance with your partner, friendships, being kind, your relationship with your kids, whatever. Think right now. We all know where we're lacking motivation, and think of that one choice that if you didn't have anyone around you would be the one choice that you would make 100% for yourself. And I want you to write that down. If you go get a piece of paper, you can watch this later, get a pen because there's going to be the opportunity to write other things down, and write that down. If you don't know it, that's okay. Think about it. Start thinking about it this week. All right. And the thing I want you to think about, and I was thinking about this, is a lot of times we get caught up in thinking we're making the right choice because, oh, I'm being a good mom, and so I'm sacrificing myself, or I'm being a good, spouse, so I'm sacrificing myself. No, you're not. When you get on an airplane, do they say put the mask on yourself or the kid first? They say put it on yourself. So lead by example and take care of yourself so the people around you can reap the benefit of the vibes and the confidence and the energy that you bring off into the world. Take care of yourself, and you will like release an energy and an aura, and that people around you will just follow with you. And sometimes you'll meet some resistance because people can be intimidated by that. It's not the common, it's not the norm for a lot of people. But be consistent, and eventually people will start asking you how you did what you did. Okay? So I think that's great, Ed. I absolutely think that's great. There's many times that people don't realize, but I'm listening to my Jesus music when I'm working out. Todd, I agree. I think people, and if you guys want, I just released a free 3-class course or whatever. If you guys want, I'll put the link below later. And I talk about the power of choice for this holiday season to help you through that. Absolutely, Kelsey. When you take care of yourself, and I think about this all the time, like when I want to make, and don't get me wrong, I'm not fucking perfect by any means, I'm not perfect, but when I want to make certain choices, and there's been days, and I'll tell you this, and I'm going to tell myself, because I struggle with anxiety really bad sometimes, where like it'll like paralyze me, where I don't even want to leave the house sometimes, and I've had to talk to my daughter about it. Like I tell on myself, and I'm like, you know, today's a hard day for mommy, but you know what? We're going to go for a walk. We're going to go for a walk, and it's going to be okay. Like, and it's okay to have hard days, and it's okay to be honest with your kids, and it's okay to be honest with your spouse, and it's okay to not be strong all the time. But make sure you're making choices for yourself, and make sure that you're leading by example and empowering the people around you. Damn. That was strong. That was deep. All right. So that was number 1 for how to get your motivation back, because we tend to like feel like we're constantly chasing motivation, but we're constantly chasing making the wrong choice. That's what we're doing. We're constantly chasing making the wrong choice, what we really deeply want for ourselves. Because if you're doing what you truly want for yourself, you won't have to constantly chase motivation to get there. Think about it. All right. The next thing that I would say, hey, Jeremy Chang. Probably didn't mean to say it like that, but whatever. The second thing, while you have your piece of paper out, is make a list of why you want that choice. So now that you figured out what that choice is, 110 for yourself, 110% for yourself, that burning desire that if nobody was around you, you would make that choice for yourself, to lose weight or to be in shape or to feel a certain way or to get more sleep or to start or to start a business. If I'm sounding bad, just let me know, guys, and I'll put my earphones back in. Or to start a business or to be kind to people, whatever choice that is, now make a list of why you want that choice. So say my choice is nutrition. I want to eat healthier. I'm going to make a list of, it makes me feel better, it makes me not groggy, it makes me not bloated, it makes me think clearer. Make a long ass list, because some days when you need this list of motivation, you might need to read 20 reasons why. It might be the 21st reason that actually gets you up out of bed that makes you motivated that day. So make sure that list is long, guys. You need a lot of reasons why sometimes. It's not just 1 or 2 reasons. And don't be, I don't want to say cheesy. I mean, that's not the reason. Cheesy is not the right word, because it's not cheesy, because my daughter is a reason for me a lot of times for a lot of different things, but you need a lot of reasons. Like, I can say my daughter, but some days that might not hit my heart that day to get me out of bed, and another day it might. Okay, so just make that list of whys very long, because one day a reason why might simply be that energy, because you haven't had energy for a week. Another reason why another week would be, it doesn't make me bloated. Another reason why might be not being brain fog. You know, just think of those things, okay? I'm glad. Go get your booty to the gym. Okay, so, hey, I'm doing a live video talking about motivation. Okay, so anyways, so now the third thing is so when you made this choice, if this is the first time you've made this choice, that's amazing. You can think about how you think you would feel. So now that you have this piece of paper and you're writing these things down, how does that choice make you feel? So when I know that I'm eating healthy, regardless of what the scale says, I feel confident. I feel empowered. I feel excited. I feel like, damn, I look good, okay? I feel like excited. I feel like I'm being a better mom. I feel like I'm being a better, it's silly. It's so silly, but I feel like I'm a better person. I feel like I just feel better. I feel so much better if I'm making choices that I once chose to make 110% for myself, and I'm consistent at it. It just makes me feel proud of myself, and it makes me feel excited. So, write down all the things of how that choice, when you're consistent at it, makes you feel. Make sure you stay tuned, because the fifth way to stay motivated to me is really, really powerful, and it's something Gary Vee said. The fourth thing I would encourage you guys to do for reigniting your motivation is, what does whatever choice that is, what steps does it take to get there? So I want you to start with a minimum. So for me, as an example, my choice was eat healthy. Start with a minimum so you don't get overwhelmed, right? You can build on a minimum. You can build momentum. You can feel more confident with a minimum. So eating healthy might simply be introducing. I'm not a fan of diet as far as like taking everything away. I'm a fan of introducing. Hey Carlos, I know I still gotta go lift. I'm just doing this live real quick. I'm a big fan of introducing things into your nutrition. So my first thing for eating healthy for the first week, second week, third week might be, all right, I'm gonna add more veggies and fruits into my lifestyle. That's what step I'm taking. So write down maybe some minimum steps, follow that for a few weeks, and I feel like that helps build your momentum, because you're able to easily stick to it, build confidence, and be proud of yourself in the process, instead of like doing anything extreme and being like, F it, this is too hard, and falling off the bandwagon and feeling guilt and shame and remorse. Okay, so that is 1 through 4 is kind of like powerful reasons of what I think would help establish true motivation, where I feel like people, where you might not have to have motivation, I guess, because if you're making the right choice, you might not have to have motivation. But even when you have the right choice, sometimes it's hard because life happens. We get emotional, we get sad, we get hormonal. And when those things happen, there's other things that I like to do. And I'm gonna switch these around, because I think the fifth tip, to me, it just is the most sentimental. So the fifth one that's not as sentimental is, I will just listen to music. Like, I will jam out in my house with my daughter if she's there, dance. I will have so much fun. I will laugh. And by the time that the song's over and we're goofing around, I'm more motivated to just like live life and be happy and go to the gym. Sometimes I'll even like lip sync and do silly stuff. Like, just, I'll turn music on that gets me